So the White House says Americans deserve answers about the would-be Trump assassin, Thomas Crooks.
This follows a recent New York Post report that unearthed Crooks' disturbing social media history.
Peter Doocy joins us live outside the White House with the details. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning. This White House, of course, tries to be as transparent as possible on as many issues as possible, but they can't share what they don't know. And folks here are basically saying that the authorities who have briefed them still don't know who Thomas Crooks was in contact with around the time that he was Googling Trump and Biden's name before taking a shot at Trump and Butler.
He's been briefed by his own people on the matter, and whether he's satisfied, that's only a question he can answer. I can't answer it for him. Those questions are definitely deserving of answers, and I understand why the public wants those answers, and I believe the president does too.
And so why don't we have them?
You know, it's a good question, and it's one I'd like to see the answer to.
The highest levels of the FBI continue insisting there was nothing helpful in Thomas Crooks' digital footprint, but there are newly discovered posts that are believed to be linked to Crooks, according to the New York Post, showing him with guns and showing him with an affinity for assassins. So there is a new push to revisit the bipartisan congressional investigation, as the congressional investigators claim they were never briefed about any Crooks posts.
I want to know everything there is to know about this country. I think our country deserves it. I think our family deserves it. I think the world deserves it. And by the way, I think for the credibility of all these agencies involved, including the Secret Service, who I love, and I love the men and women of the Secret Service, dear friends, you better get the real story out.
Dating all the way back to January, we've asked President Trump about this several times, and he has never indicated that he is upset with the lack of information, at least the lack of information that can be made public so far. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. So the thing is, too, is that Miranda says she told him, the president told him, yeah, I'm not satisfied. But the people of the FBI that I've interacted with said that the president has assured them that they're satisfied, that he's satisfied with the investigation of what they know and what he's been told. So what are you to believe? The people that briefed the president or Miranda? Or you believe both, or maybe the president changed his mind? Or
the White House press secretary. Did you just hear in that interview with Miranda Devine talking about it? It doesn't sound like the president is comfortable with the investigation now. And then, Ainsley, we're learning through some reports that some of these social media posts that Crooks was posting, they were tagging the FBI, people that were on those things, to say, hey, alert, hello, you got a madman here, and nothing was done.
The FBI was not investigating during the Biden years.
I think whether or not the president was satisfied or not, that's I think what bothers a lot of Americans is that you only heard half the story.
That's right.
From the Biden FBI. They made him look like he was anti-Semitic, that he loved President Trump. But then when we found out what the rest of his emails said or postings said before he shot the president, we realized he turned on President Trump, and then he went to the Butler event. So that's what I had a problem with, and a lot of Americans had a problem with. Don't just tell me half the story. Don't paint it out, because that's what causes this violent rhetoric. That's what causes, just tell us the whole story. Tell us the facts. Let Americans decide for themselves.
Well, it never made sense. They came to Capitol Hill and they testified. This guy just tried to assassinate the president of the United States. And you wanted all of us to believe that he was just a Trump lover?
Right.
The timeline just never made sense to any of us. Well, and we were gaslit and told, oh, no, this is the truth here. When we ask questions, now the revelations come out.
Yeah, some of the things that he has posted in the past, you're about to see him, take a full screen of it. Trump is the literal definition of patriotism. That's in the beginning. Murder the Democrats, that's in 2019.
Which is a terrible thing to say.
Right, obviously. And he also was calling out the squad. Then he changes gears and approaches in 2020. How can you people call others sheep, but you are too brainwashed to realize how dumb you are? I mean, literally, you guys sound like a cult at times, anti-Trump. And IMO means?
In my opinion.
The only way to fight the government is with terrorism-style attacks, sneak a bomb onto an essential building, set it off before anyone sees you, track down any important people, politicians, military leaders, et cetera, and try to assassinate them. I did ask specifically, do you think, was the FBI, prior to the Butler shooting, tracking this guy? Was he on their radar? And they said no.
But the question is, and I'm not pushing back against the FBI officials of now, right? Because there was another administration that was running this. If we have American citizens that are on these apps that are tagged, don't tell people if they see something, say something, if you're not going to monitor it. And if you had multiple people tagging the FBI and said, hey, look at this post, and you never looked at the post?
Well, and why wasn't that flagged? Murder the Democrats?
Yeah.
Why wasn't the former at the FBI under Joe Biden, why weren't they notified, or someone? That should not be allowed to be posted.
That's right.
So just a couple of things. So we don't want anyone looking over our shoulder, right? Nobody says, I don't want a moderator there. I don't want anyone screening my stuff. But who's going to pick that out? So if you don't have a monitor looking over the shoulder where it said Facebook or X or anything, who's supposed to pick that out and then tell the FBI? Like, what is the plan for social media platforms like Discord and others?
When you say we don't want to be monitored, those are normal people. This is someone who's calling for killing, murder.
But unless you're looking, you're not going to see it.
Yeah, but
so, should the FBI be overseeing these social media
Brian,
platforms?
that's what I'm saying is they didn't even need a monitor for this. Like, for example, if you're on X and someone says something violent towards you, you can tag the FBI in it and then they can see it. People were tagging some of these posts directly to the FBI. It's not even about a monitor. It's like they alerted you, and you didn't do anything about it. Why is it? Is there someone overseeing the account?
Right. So sleep at the wheel. Those are the same people that got the Hunter Biden's laptop. And they said, there's some really important stuff on here. And they got mad at the guy that gave them the laptop, and they sat on it for a year. Well, and then they briefed people ahead of time to not look at it.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.